Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab, and tonight we will be breaking down the Daunte Wright shooting. So please sit back, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if this is your first time watching, and hit that share. And we will get started right after this.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab, and I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, two channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.
Here I is. Yes, indeed. Are y'all ready? I am ready. And I'm going to do my thing right about now. Yo, I'm going to go ahead and give some shout outs. Shout out to CJ Gunn over in the United Guns of America. Shout out to William Richardson Sr. What's happening? Hey man, I'm a senior now too, boy.
But I'm out here in these YouTube streets.
Let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We got left third first in the chat. Salute to you, sir.
I want you to check me out.
Covette, what's happening, Covette? We got Ronald Hot Boy, Byron Jackson. We got DJ Matt. We got Lil Buddha's Life. My boy Kango Kid, AOC and them. What's up? We got Mr. Chips Hadley. We got me. And we got Gunny Sergeant, U.S. Marines retired. Hey, what's happening? Bread and Circus Entertainment, what's good? Glenda smiles a lot. Yes, she does. Jackie Zao, what's happening? Joe John, what's going on? Calvin Dickinson, what up, boy? And we got Sean Horny. Oh, Jesus. Yes, indeed. We got Smitty. We got Illa Dre. Faith McCoy. My man Freem in the building. What up, Supreme Chief? What the Quan? Wop. What up, Champ Dave, Mega Mortis, and Joe John again. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and let's get ready to get it started. It is time for my favorite part of the show, my forever girl, my side chick, my mistress, my baby's mamas, and my good thing.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures,
what up,
or
Byron Jackson?
Under certain circumstances,
I didn't know about the UGOA channel. Yeah, man, go ahead, subscribe over there, player.
And is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright. Under
back-to-back streams, y'all. I don't know what it is, but it's like, so look, let me tell y'all something about me real quick before I get into my my hot topic, then the main topic. Let me tell y'all something about me. The shows that I do, the live, every time you see me go live, those are shows that I actually feel in my spirit, in my soul. I have a passion for those shows, for those topics. I just don't do shows just for the sake of doing shows, right? And I don't know, but it's like sometimes just with life going on, I feel like doing shows. Sometimes I'm tired because of work, tired because I've been with my kids and my babies, and I won't do a show if I can't give y'all the full me, the full energy. I just can't put Don Cheeto. You say I look like Don Cheeto. People say I look like Don Cheeto and Omar Epps all the damn time. I don't know why, but I don't see it, but it's what it is. Everybody say that. But I won't do a show if I'm not feeling up to speed up to snuff to do it. If I don't have the energy to do it, if I don't have the passion to do the show, I won't do the show. And with this type of stuff here, this is one of my what do you call it? This is in my wheelhouse. And not only that, but I'm feeling good, period. I'm just up, I'm popping, I'm on. So I'm really feeling, I'm in a groove right about now. So it's like, y'all enjoy this and ride this fucking wave. This is good. I'm just feeling it. I feel good about the show. I felt great about the show last night. People were calling me about the show, hitting me up about the show and everything. But everybody was really enjoyed the show last night. So I'm glad y'all did. I enjoyed the hell out of that show. I really did. Me and Easy was talking, my boy Easy was talking about it today. And we was laughing our ass off at just all the shit that was going on. You know, so I really do enjoy the show. And shout out to my mods. I appreciate all y'all. And thank y'all for just doing a good job. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all ain't got to do the shit y'all do, but y'all do it. Yes, I was hitting up with the Miss Hawkins. If you did not see yesterday's show, trust me, you will not be disappointed. Go back and watch that show from yesterday. That shit was good. I enjoyed it. I really did. I don't ever go back and watch myself. I just don't. It's weird to me. And if I do watch myself, I'll start to critique myself. And I don't want to get into doing that because then I'll get self-conscious about the next show and I'll be trying to do that shit. So it's like, I like when people give me feedback. So like people that know me, that call me and be like, hey man, you did this. Like my wife, she told me, she said like when you playing the intro song and you like saying what you saying on the intro song and you saying, she said, it's a delay. So it sounds fucked up. So I'm like, be saying the shit in my head now while I be playing as opposed to saying it. So I love that kind of criticism. So it's like, if you got something that's really real, just, you know, email me or text me or call me if those of you got my number, hit me up. And I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't go back and watch it, but I definitely be replaying that shit in my mind and I enjoyed that shit. Right. Praise, my boy Praise, I had him die. I enjoyed the hell out of myself, but it was good. So I appreciate that you guys enjoyed the show. Cause it's like when the shit that be going on in my mind, I'm a huge movie buff. I love movies. My daddy got me into movies like that. So I can recite the fuck out of some films. I just can, especially if it's funny or if it's just one of those memorable movies. I can do it. And it's like, I don't want to get to the point to where I'm doing the movie and don't nobody get it. So it's like, but I'm doing it because that's me. That's just what I do. I do movie lines. We just do that shit in my family and my friends and we do it. So what up, Tony? And it's good to be able to do that shit and y'all peep it. You know what I'm saying? It's like yesterday, my brother, he hit me up in the chat when I hit her with that. I told old girl, I told Miss Hawkins, I said while we was watching New Jack City in the hood, you was going to that little. I said she was going to that game room in Karate Kid, and I sang that song. Your heart beats fast. That to me, I was tickled fucking pink. I was dying laughing with that one. And my brother hit me up like, hell no, you hit her with the Karate Kid. I was like, yes. So just that type of stuff, I'm just glad to be able to do that type of shit because it's funny and I enjoy it. Right, and y'all was running off them shows yesterday. Oh my God. The Buffy the Vampire Slayers, the 90210s, the Baywatch. Oh my goodness, man, that was great. So great time yesterday. Like I said, catch that show. If you didn't, you will enjoy it. You won't be disappointed. So the hot topic for the day. Let me get on the view shit. Now, yesterday I talked about a little bit about old girl Patrice. Patrice, this shit is so funny. My new name for her is Patrice Con Colors. That's my new name for her. Patrice Con the Colors, because that bitch done conned you colors. That's my new name for her. When I found out this shit today, I laughed my ass off. So, Patrice, yeah, I did Cruel Summer too, didn't I? Yep. Because Cruel Summer, That's when he was rolling up in the yellow car. That's I sure did hit him with the cruel summer yesterday. Oh my goodness. But Patrice who conned the coloreds, I did not know this. And when I saw it today, I really had to say I didn't believe it at first. I said, no, somebody got this shit wrong. And I was like, let me go back and look and really like dig into it. And I did. I couldn't believe it that she did this shit. Y'all do know that not only has this bitch bought one house, this bitch done bought 4 houses and was looking for a 5th in the Bahamas. I could not believe it. So that $1.4 million, that was just for one. It's a grand total. I believe they said in the when I was looking at it on the news. I mean, not the news, but on YouTube in the news that they not YouTube, but on Google that they said it was a total of $3.2 million that she spent altogether. Yes, so just let that marinate for a minute. She ain't bought one, but she done bought 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. She done hit him with the Janet Jackson. Now, the fact that she bought 4 houses and is looking for the 5th, or rumored to be looking for a 5th, the 5th house is in the Bahamas in some ritzy ass part where Tiger Woo, and Justin Timberlake have mansions already. The homes there start at $5 million, and I think they end up at like 20. Yes. So here's my thing. And I was just like, I don't understand how everybody who supported Black Lives Matter, how everybody who was all Black Lives Matter's movement, this is for the black folk, is bringing about awareness for police brutality and is needed. I don't know how y'all in good faith, and this is why I say that niggas ain't shit. I don't know how y'all in good faith can support something, donate your time and your money, let it occupy space on your social media, all that good shit, and then turn right back around and not say nothing when y'all see this. Because these motherfuckers know it. They've seen it. They done heard it. It's out. It's in it. The shit, with the exception of what's going on now with George Floyd and Daunte Wright, this shit is considered viral. And these motherfuckers ain't saying nothing. Do y'all remember? And I'm saying that to show how just it's about being righteous. Do y'all remember when when COVID first hit? One of the first things I said, and I put it on my social media, especially for those of you who are on my Facebook, one of the first things I posted was about Dr. Fauci. I was in complete support of what Dr. Fauci was doing in the beginning. I'm figuring, hey, this motherfucker is the man. He the head motherfucking doctor of the country. He's the motherfucker we need to be listening to. Let's listen to this guy, see what the fuck is going on. I said it. I even said something. I said something to the point to say, if you don't want to listen to this man, and I can't remember what it was verbatim, I'd have to go back and look. But I said something to the fact of, if you aren't listening, shout out to Byron, hitting your boy with $2. Thank you, sir. If you not listening to Dr. Fauci, you need to kill yourself. That is something to that effect. That's how much in support I was of what Dr. Fauci was doing and what he was saying when it first hit. This is like in early March. All right. As I did more research, got more information, and realized that Dr. Fauci was full of shite, I then came right back and renounced the shit that I was saying about him in support of him. I then shifted my support away from him. I came back and I talked about how he full of shit. He on this bullshit. When I found out he was involved with the initial Wuhan research and all of that shit in the beginning, when I found out all that shit, when I got more information, I changed my stance. I did. It was too much damning information that was factual against him in order for me to keep supporting him. And I'm saying that to say this. When you look at what the people around you are putting out about Black Lives Matter, they got it on there. They got the t-shirts, they got the hat, they got the Black Lives Matter socks, they got the Black Lives Matter underwear, they got the Black Lives Matter pantyhose, they got the Black Lives Matter leather coat, they got the Black Lives Matter Black Panther gloves, they got the Black Lives Matter beret, they got the Black Lives Matter headband, wristband, the Black Lives Matter scarf, the Black Lives Matter Air Force Ones, they got the Black Lives Matter wallet, the Black Lives Matter purse, the Black Lives Matter book bag, the Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter barrettes. I mean, just Black Lives Matter to the socks. They got it all. It's everywhere. What's everywhere? Black Lives Matter. They got it. And it's like, as time has progressed, right, a Black Lives Matter Dakota ring, Black Lives Matter toilet paper, run it off, Soto Nation, Black Lives Matter car seat. They got the Black Lives Matter bib, Black Lives Matter Pampers edition. They got everything Black Lives Matter. When you see that, and you see the people who have all of this stuff for Black Lives Matter, and then you go and see what has transpired from the beginning. And this is, you go back to, what's the guy name? The boy at the liquor store. I mean, he wasn't at the liquor store, at the gas station down there in Missouri. Mike Brown. When you go and you look at Mike Brown, shout out to Calvin Dixon, hit your boy with the super chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. When you look at that, from that point of with Mike Brown all the way till today, so much has changed, so much information has come about, and they have still kept that position. The fact of the money not go, matter of fact, Black Lives Matter, they being sued by Mike Brown's family. Am I not correct? If I'm not mistaken, I believe that they're being sued. That Michael Brown's family is suing Black Lives Matter, saying that these motherfuckers done got all this money off of him, and they ain't gave them shit. And you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars they've gotten off of these black people that have died, that have gotten killed, shot down, whatever you want to call it. And they have not given any of them any money. I think, or did they give George Floyd some money? Did they give George Floyd family some money? I think that may be the only ones. But everybody else, they ain't gave them no money. Then the other part of that, because if this is a movement and it's supposed to be for us black folks, why ain't they done anything as far as the community? They ain't helped nobody. They ain't helped no motherfucking body in no motherfucking where. They just like, shit, we out here, we doing what we can. I mean, y'all gotta get this shit yourself. If y'all are Marxists / socialist / communist, the last thing y'all should be, before is capitalism. Y'all are anti-capitalist. So that means they should be distributing those funds amongst those that are less fortunate, right? Ain't that what that socialist shit is about? The Marxist mentality, philosophy, or whatever you want to call it? Isn't that about, is it over $1 billion? I haven't checked. The last time I checked, it was like a couple hundred million. It was a few hundred million. It may have been over $1 billion, but I thought that they were supposed to be the ones trying to, we're against the elite. We're against capitalists. We are against people having all of the money and the haves and have-nots. We're about equal distribution of wealth, right? Isn't that one of the foundational principles of socialism? And if they're doing all of that and they're in support of all that, number one, how come ain't no funds been redistributed? Number two, why in the fuck would they feel the need to have not one, not two, not three, but 4 homes in search of a 5th? Why would they feel the need that they would have to have? Isn't that excessive? Isn't that hoarding? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And all of the black folks that's been supporting this shit, rolling with it, ain't we lucky we got them? Ain't not one of them came out and said, you know what, I used to like Black Lives Matter, but now this some bullshit. Not one. I ain't seen it. My friends, all my social media people, y'all know who the fuck y'all are, ain't said shit. Ain't did shit. I'm just saying, if y'all really down, I want to be down with all you niggas too. I want to be down with what the police done did to you. I want to be down. I'm just saying, wouldn't you think that you would see something? Wouldn't you think that there would be some type of, hey, wait a minute? But no. I would explain the definition of Black Lives Matter getting all this money, but no. It is what it is, man. I would explain the definition of Marxist to you capitalists, but no. Shit. I would explain the definition of me buying 4 homes while there are people who don't have any money, but no. I'm just saying, man. It's just something to think about. That's all I'm saying. It's something to think about. You can't tell me that y'all cool with this and this is righteous. This is what's best for us black folk. This is what's best for the black people of the world. And y'all motherfuckers see these 2 motherfuckers buying all these goddamn cribs. And y'all know both of them bitches are just like Tommy Hoffman. Ain't got no job. They just a part of the organization, right? I'm just saying, to be a bunch of fucking Marxists, these motherfuckers at Black Lives Matter sure do know how to do some capitalist shit. I'm just saying. $1 billion and ain't nobody got no money but them? That's some real capitalist shit. I'm just saying. You asking me about it. I mean, you ain't asking me about it, but I'm telling you about it, what it is. It seems to be some real capitalistic type of shit to have that much money and can't nobody come back and say, yeah, they put money in the community. They done opened up our Walgreens again. They done helped us, all of the small black businesses that wasn't getting no money from the government. They done came and stepped in and filled the gap. Where is that conversation? Where is that media post? Where is that Facebook Live of Black Lives Matter in the hood? Where is it at? These the same, now mind you too, and I saw this, and when if you get a chance, go see Tommy's show that he did on this, because he brought up an excellent point. And he was talking about how these was the same motherfuckers marching in the neighborhoods of people, and they were marching in the neighborhoods of gentrified areas where they used to be all black, but then they came and they rebuilt it, and they got now all of these nice homes and condos and shit. And the Black Lives Matter people were marching in those people's neighborhoods at night, beating drums and on megaphones, talking about, y'all need to get out of here. This used to be a black neighborhood. Now it's been re-gentrified, and now y'all in here. Y'all need to give us back them homes. Well, wouldn't that kind of be the same thing that you would be, or they would be protesting against, is exactly what they've done. They done went and got 4 cribs, all of them in predominantly white neighborhoods. Why is it that Black Lives Matter ain't living where Black Lives Matter? Would that not make sense? That's just like Malcolm X living in an all-white neighborhood. Martin Luther King living in an all-white neighborhood with Coretta and the kids. Same thing. Same exact thing. Why wouldn't they be in their own neighborhood? Why wouldn't they be with the people? Just saying. So when you want to talk about your Black Lives Matter and you talk about all what they doing, Black Lives do, they good for the community. They out here starting, bringing awareness and all that kind of shit. So it's good, man. You should support it. See, it's coons like you that won't support a group that's trying to help Black people. If that's the case, why would they be living in not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 and a possible, like spades? These two bitches buying houses like they about to make books in spades. Hey, Patrice Kahn and the Colors. How many houses you got? Oh, I got 4 and a possible. This bitch said she had 4 in a possible house. Anytime you got houses like books and spades, you getting that money. I'm just telling you. And I ain't hating on them. I'm just calling it like it is. Bitch, when you got houses like you bidding in spades, you getting that money. That ain't no motherfucking Marxist shit. That's capitalism at its finest. Hey, Brian, how many houses you got? I think I got 1 book. Hey, I got 1 book and a possible, nigga. That's what I got. I got 1 and a possible. Nigga, you ask another. Hey, how many houses you got? Oh, I got 3 and a possible. Nigga, how many houses you got? Nigga, I got a blind 6. Let's go. Let's go. That's what a homeless motherfucker gonna say. I got a blind 6. What is going on, man? Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, man, when you talking like that, when somebody asks how many houses do this bitch got, that bitch can be like, I got 4 in the possible. She got bored. At least. She got bored. Right there, Diggity said we going bored. She got at least bored. Now let's see what our partner got. Shit. I'm just saying. She gonna fuck around and been underbidded after a while. Bitch walk away with 8 books. She underbidded like a motherfucker. Like, what's wrong with you? You can't count them aces and them kings. Whatever, man. So let's go ahead and let's move forward. So we're looking at the Daunte, I was about to say Daunte Starworth as a nigga that shot himself. Daunte Wright is a nigga that got shot by somebody else. But Daunte Wright was shot dead by the Brooklyn Center police in Minneapolis. Yeah, it's right there on the screen, ain't it? In Brooklyn Center in Minneapolis. And it was a traffic stop he got pulled over for. They ran his name. Turned out he had warrants. Now, here's the thing about the warrants. The warrants were misdemeanor. He had a warrant for a misdemeanor charge that he had or whatever. So it wasn't like he had no felony warrant or no shit like that. He got a case where he didn't shot 5 people. Wasn't that? It's a misdemeanor. In the midst of him getting arrested, the police officer who was actually initiating the arrest got into a scuffle. Another police officer, she stepped in to help. He in the battle for the that was between the police officers and him trying to get away. He tried to get in his vehicle to drive off. In the process of doing that, the female police officer mistaken her taser for a Glock 19, it looks like. And instead of her, she was thinking that she was going to be tasing that person, but instead she shot that person. Even to the point to where she was so confused that she was yelling taser, taser, taser as she had the Glock. So she should have been yelling Glock, 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 but she was not. So she shot the young boy, and he drove off, and shortly thereafter he died from the gunshot wound that he suffered. Now we're gonna look at that and look at how this happened, and then we're gonna look at just the overall fallout from this. So without further ado, let's do this. Hold up. Oh, there we go. Okay. He scared me there for a second. Shout out to Braden who hit your boy up with $5 and Byron hit your boy up with $2. Thank you. Appreciate you. That drink good tonight. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say this: it kind of looked like that other police officer, and I've seen this a few times. That police officer, the brother, he was like kind of excited about what happened and like couldn't believe it when she said she shot him. He was more shocked, like, damn, this motherfucker done drove off and got away. He had that look on his face, and she like, I shot him, and he kind of like, what? Like, you shot him? Like, bitch, what you shooting him for? But I'm just saying, the look on his face, that's how he looked. It was weird, but it is what it is.
Turn the lights back on, please. As you can hear, the officer, while struggling with Mr. Wright, shouts, taser, taser, several times. That is part of the officer's training prior to deploying a taser, which is a less lethal device. That is done to make her partners aware, as well as the subject, that a taser deployment will be imminent. Mm-hmm. During this encounter, however, the officer drew their handgun instead of their taser. For informational purposes, we train with our handguns on our dominant side and our taser on our weak side. So if you're right-handed, you carry your firearm on your right side and you carry your taser on the left. This is done purposefully and is trained. As I watch the video and listen to the officer's commands,
I'm sorry, but I gotta stop this. BKC, you ain't shit. He said this young bastard has no respect for Buicks. Boy, you ain't. About the way he drove off with that Buick, he ain't shit. You a motherfucker, boy. He said this young bastard ain't got no respect for Buicks. Man, y'all motherfuckers cold as ice.
It is my belief that the officer had the intention to deploy their taser, but instead shot Mr. Wright with a single bullet. This appears to me, from what I've viewed and the officer's reaction and distress immediately after, that this was an accidental discharge that resulted in the tragic death of Mr. Wright. I have asked the BCA to conduct an independent investigation into the shooting and death. Once they are completed, I expect they will submit their findings, independent of me, to the appropriate authorities, the appropriate attorneys that will look and review this case.
All right, now I want to show you one more real quick video, then we're gonna go ahead and just break it down. Let's go ahead and go here. and then we're gonna go here. This is Daunte Wright mama.
Thank you. I just want to
Katie
talk a
Wright.
little bit about who Daunte was. He was a son, he was a brother, he was an uncle, he was a father, he was a grandson, he was so much more, and he did not deserve this at all. My heart is literally broken into 1,000 pieces, and I don't know what to do or what to say, but I just need everybody to know that he is much more than this. And I miss him so much already, and it's only been a day, and I can't imagine what's going to happen tomorrow, the next day, and so forth. And I'm just trying to take it day by day, but I need everybody to know he had a smile that was angelic. He lit up the room. He was funny. He played. He was an amazing son, and he's going to truly be missed by everybody. He had a 2-year-old son. He had sisters and brothers.
Take the mask off.
Oh yeah, it has metal in it. And I just need everyone to know that he was my life. He was my son.
What the hell is going on?
And I can never get that back.
Hold up. What in the hell done happened? I can't make it, it just like stopped. Why the fuck did it do that? Hold on for a second. Let me take that out and add it back. Yeah, it's weird. It's not doing anything. There we go. All right, add. I don't know why I just did that, but let me see if I can do it again. Hold on. Hold it. There we go.
I just want to talk a little bit about who Daunte was. He was a son, he was a brother, he was an uncle, he was a father, he was a grandson, he was so much more, and he did not deserve this at all. My heart is literally broken into 1,000 pieces, and I don't know what to do or what to say, but I just need everybody to know that he is much more than this. And I miss him so much already, and it's only been a day, and I can't imagine what's going to happen tomorrow, the next day, and so forth. And I'm just trying to take it day by day, but I need everybody to know he had a smile that was angelic. He lit up the room. He was funny. He played. He was an amazing son, and he's going to truly be missed by everybody. He had a 2-year-old son. He had sisters and brothers.
Take the mask off.
Oh yeah, it has metal in it.
Yeah, did it again. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. All right.
I just need everyone to know that he
We can still just listen.
was my life. He was my son, and I can never get that back because of a mistake, because of an accident.
That's weird. But here's the thing. So you heard from the mother, and the reason why I played the what was not odd, but what stood out to me from the mother's perspective is that in just comparison to what we normally see, number one, there was no Jiffy Pop bag. Number two, it wasn't a bunch of yelling and falling out and so I was just like, it was good to see that, just somebody just actually speaking. Yes, she's hurt, heartbroken, and all that good stuff, and is grieving mom and all that. The other thing that I noticed too is that, she was talking about her son, and everybody's kid is just the greatest and the best of everything. So it's like, it is what it is. But all of that to the side, I want to know from you guys, what do you think about the shooting that you saw? Do you think that, because some people, I've seen some people on social media saying that she did the shit on purpose. She knew what the fuck she was doing. Then I've seen some people say it was an accident. Then I've heard some people say it was his fault. He kicked the shit off and all of that stuff. So what are some of y'all's opinions on this? Do y'all think that this was her fault? I mean, his fault, the officer's fault? Do y'all think that the officer knew what was going on and what and knew what she was doing, and she intentionally wanted to shoot him? What do y'all think? Some people say he had it coming. Damn sad fatal accident. You say both. Both are jackasses. Okay. No, I think made a horrible mistake. How do you not know a gun from a taser? I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. Calvin. Nigga should have never ran. Nope, accidental. Both. Nah, she was just slow. He played a stupid game. Both faults. I thought the dizzy cop, I don't know why he said dizzy cop, probably has no business being a cop. However, Daunte had no business trying to run. Just comply and live. Women shouldn't be cops. Oh, Edmund. He dropped a bomb. So here's my thing. Y'all know my position, and I've done several videos where I've said my position on female cops, female police officers. I do not believe, and I'm going to say this, that female police officers should be patrol officers. Now, and as male chauvinistic as this may sound, as misogynistic as this may sound, female officers, they should be in the office. That's what the officer part for a female officer should be in direct relationship to an office. They need to be in an office, driving around a captain or some high brass person that don't want to drive. They need to be doing paperwork. They need to be filling out police reports at the station when you come in and say, my ex-husband stole my car and I can't find him. It needs to be an officer, Sheila McDonough, needs to be taken. I don't know where I got that name from, but Sheila McDonough should be taking that report down and saying, okay, ma'am, when you go into the police station and you want to see a supervisor, the desk sergeant should be a female sergeant. I'm just saying, the physical capabilities alone should keep women out of the field. Unless you a big, burly, strong, motherfucking 240-pound defensive end size type of woman and move like that with cat reflexes, then yes. Other than that, those few or 20 or 30 that are women that are like that, the rest of them should be inside. They should be processing paperwork, looking up, doing this, fielding that, filing this, creating this report, putting this in the report, updating that report. That's what they should be doing. Here's my thing with this. Number one, the boy had a misdemeanor. He also had a traffic violation. Do I think that what he did was stupid? Yeah, because it's like, where do you think you're going to go when you go through all of that? When you hop in your car, what you going to do? Ride off like this in a fucking movie and pull into some parking garage and you just get away scot-free while the police riding around looking for you? Woo, woo, woo. That don't happen. But on the other side of that, as a police officer, you have an expectation of people doing stupid shit like this. People running, people trying to hide, all that kind of shit. That happens. And you have an expectation of that. So, you being the trained professional, in this instance, in that position of authority, you're responsible for every bullet in your gun, every pepper spray that you deploy, and every taser that you deploy. Now, here's the thing. It is very easy, very easy, very easy. Hear me when I say this. It is very easy to mistake your taser for a gun. One of the reasons why I did not get tasers certified was because I didn't want to have that particular problem. A taser is very similar to a firearm. The feel of it, the muscle memory of it. The only thing that I considered was carrying the taser left side and left hand deploying. But I found myself potentially mistaking my taser for a firearm because it feels the same way. I literally had a taser and was just blindly feeling it. And it's like, it feels too much like a gun. So I could pull it out at the wrong time, and not necessarily in this instance. What I thought about was pulling out that taser when I want to shoot a motherfucker. So I was thinking of it from my perspective. Fuck the civilian perspective. I'm thinking of it from my perspective. If I'm in a tussle, if I'm in a scuffle, it's dark, late at night, fighting for my life, and I got a motherfucker on my ass with a stick, a knife, or whatever the hell it may be, and I'm reaching for my gun and I grab my taser, I'm going to be mad at myself. You God damn it. The other thing that I thought about as far as why I didn't carry a taser is because it's something else for someone to grab if I'm in a physical altercation. The last thing I want to have happen is a motherfucker to be tussling with me, grab my taser, and tase me with the motherfucker. Because again, I'm going to be like, God damn you stupid motherfucker. That's what I'm going to be doing. So there are pros and cons to having a taser. And I get it. I understand. But right, Left Thursday, just give me my two guns. That's what I carried. I carried my two guns. I carried my service weapon, and I carried my backup weapon on my ankle. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. Because of that, I did not want to add a third piece of equipment that I could mistakenly grab in the wrong situation. Yes, do the taser weigh the same as a gun? No, it don't. But the problem with the taser, in my opinion, it is the muscle memory. It's the muscle memory. That's what it is, because you constantly got to grab it. And so if you're in a situation to where you just got it down packed, where you know what you're doing, you know left hand tase, right hand shoot. If you can get there and you got that in your mind, you good. Because this don't happen that often. So the majority of police officers can do it. I was just one of those who I didn't feel confident enough to do it. That's just what it was. It was too many cons to it and not enough pros for it. I'd rather beat your ass. I'd rather bust your shit to the white meat show, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'd rather rely on that or just disengaging altogether, waiting for backup, or pulling out my gun and going to work than I would to have that taser. It's an added piece of equipment, and it's an added thing to where something can go wrong. That's all it is. Now, the other thing that I saw in this is that she outright, no mistake, no way to try to save it, no way to try to sugarcoat it. She downright fucked up, and somebody died because of it. And I don't say this often, but this is one of those instances where, because somebody's life was lost, you should probably lose your job. And you won't hear me say that too often. You just heard me last night going the fuck off because of that police officer that got fired for actually doing his job. You making a mistake this grave, you making a mistake this bad, this is one of those instances where, yeah, you don't need to be the police. Because she can say and she can testify, I was so scared and I was afraid. I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to stop her. She can go Amber Geiger like a motherfucker on this one. And she probably will have to keep from doing some time. But She fucked up beyond all fuck ups. You can't make a worse decision. The only other officer involved shooting that I've seen that was worse than this was the one where the big brother who was on the drugs, had his hands up and was on the side of the expedition. And that bitch had her gun out with those other 3 officers there. And they just standing around and the bitch just shoots him. And she said her reason was she was scared. She just literally shot him. Helicopters watching this shit. Helicopters watching it. They got this shit under control. The dude is standing there. He got his hands up. He was high on some tweaking shit, but they got him on the side of the car. They're getting ready to cuff the dude. And she literally, with her gun out, just, I think I'll shoot him now. Bang! Yes, Terrence Crutcher. That bitch should have lost her job, and they should have put her ass under the jail. In the basement part. Yes, but this is why you can't fuck this up. That's just what it is. If you're this confused and this combobulated, this mixed up, whatever the case may be, if your adrenaline is pumping to the point to where you just can't get this right, you can't get right in this situation, you need to let them go. And that's one of the things that I see officers fail to do sometimes, is to just disengage. And shout out to my man Marty, one of my guys that trained us in hand-to-hand combat. That was one of the things he stressed. He said, when you have a plan on what you're going to do, you got your plan A, your plan B, and your plan C, and those 3 fail, he said you can't have 9 plans in your mind, but that 3rd or 4th plan, it's okay for it to be disengaged. Create distance. Get away. So you can reassess and reevaluate what you're going to do and come up with a new plan. That's all I'm saying. So it's like you have to be able to assess that and make that decision to say, hey, you know what? This shit ain't work. I tried to put the cuffs on. He fought me off. Then I tried a pressure point. He survived that. He overcame that. He had an adrenaline dump and he overcame that. Now I hit him with my baton. He still ain't going down. I done put the taser on him and he still, now let me disengage. Let me get the fuck back, get some space so I can see what else I can do. Am I going to wait for backup, call for help, code 10, get the chains off the door, whatever the fuck I'm going to do. Now I need to be thinking that, what's that plan? That's all I'm saying. Because when you're talking about what's happening here in this situation and what he did and what she did, yeah, you can talk all that shit. He shouldn't have never did that shit. He should have never ran. He had a misdemeanor warrant on a traffic stop. That's I get it. Can't let him go. I get that. He got to go. But that's one of those things where you like, how far did you want to go? And all she wanted to do was tase him. That's it. They didn't want to shoot that kid. They didn't. But she made the mistake and drew her firearm instead of her. A warrant is a warrant. Yeah, a warrant is a warrant. You going to jail. You going to jail. Absolutely. You going to jail. But when you're in the midst of what it is that you are arresting someone for, arresting Jeffrey Dahmer on a fucking warrant, arresting who put that in the chat earlier? Was it the crazy white boy that killed all them people? God damn, I forgot the name. I forgot his name. Ted Bundy. Arresting Ted Bundy and arresting this kid for a misdemeanor, for shoplifting or some shit. It's 2 different approaches. Mega Mortis. So you're right. A warrant is a warrant. There's no, you don't get to go home on a warrant. Your ass is going to jail on the warrant. I don't let you go on the warrant. I don't give a fuck what it is. A warrant for your arrest is a warrant for your arrest. Goddamn court is saying, bring your ass right here. We need to see you. We told your ass to show up. You didn't show up. Get your ass here. That's what the warrant is. Ain't no other circumstance that's going to get you out of the warrant. But the approach to the arrest for that warrant, that's why you need to know what that person did. That's why you need to know that person's record. When I was working in Michigan, when we would look and see who we hunting for today and those warrants, we would see the warrants and we would see who the person is, but we would also pull up those people that's on our list. Hey, we're gonna ride by these people's houses today, see who's up, see what's up, see what they are, see who it is that we dealing with. Are we dealing with a motherfucker that just, failed to appear for a goddamn drug charge? Or are we dealing with a motherfucker that failed to appear for a goddamn murder charge? Makes a difference. Because a motherfucker who done killed before could kill again. The same thug right now was the same thug back then. I keep putting that gospel song in my shit. I'm so proud of myself. I know my wife like, he ain't shit. Oh, man. But that's just what it is. So it's like that approach to that arrest, it really does matter who it is you're arresting and what you're arresting them for and what their record has been. There have been plenty of times we've gone and knocked on somebody's door. Hey, look, dude failed to appear. He got a warrant out for child support. Look, it's a bullshit. And I'm literally have had conversations with people like this. Look, this is a bullshit warrant. It's nothing. Have him come in so that shit won't be bad for him later. The longer he run, the longer he stay gone, the worse it's going to be. He's going to have to go to jail. She's going to have to go to jail. Get it over with. Get it out the way so you can move on with your life. She can't run forever. Don't have your daughter running forever. And I can't tell you how many times that person has been in the house. And the mama or the boyfriend or the girlfriend or the daddy or the uncle will go talk to them and say, man, go and take your punk ass to jail. Say, look, we handcuff you. We take you on in. You probably get out on bond. We explaining all this shit to them right there. Look, get them come out. I know they probably in there. If they in there, let them come on. They can say goodbye, put on some clothes. You know what the warrant is. We coming. Today is fucking Wednesday. So that means you got plenty of time to get the bail money. You can get them out tomorrow. Or, hey, you don't want us to catch them and it be a Friday and they got to sit in there the whole weekend. But you can go ahead and get them out. They'll be out by tonight. It's early in the morning now. Come on, let us go on ahead and get them and we good. And I can't tell you how many times he'd be like, yeah, you right. Let me go talk to him. He coming out now. Yeah, she going to go ahead and turn herself in. Come on. Now, you have motherfuckers try to negotiate. Well, what she wants to do, she wants to pick her kids up from school. No, you ain't going to do that. You ain't going to do that. Well, why can't she just pick them up from school? Because once you go pick your kid up from school, you're going to be crying and shit. You don't want to do that to the kid. Then your ass might not want to leave. And now we got to wrestle and tase your motherfucking ass or beat your ass to get you in the car. We don't want to do that. Come on and go now. By the time you come with us and get processed and you go ahead and bail them out, they'll be home by the time the kid get ready to have dinner or go to bed. Happens all the time. So all I'm saying is what they were doing here, it was one of those, hey man, this is what happened. This is what we're going to do. We're going to lock this motherfucker up. But there was a couple of mistakes made. And I'm going to point that out. In this arrest and in the process of doing that arrest, here's where it went wrong. Because one of the things that I've learned from being trained as a police officer is that when you going, you go fast and you go deliberate. Fast and deliberate. That means I'm coming to you with purpose. I'm not sugarcoating. Oh, just come on, take your time. We gonna go. Once I got this motherfucker, we found some drugs. We got a gun. We got some illegal shit happening. Once it's time to go and I pull out them cuffs, it's fast and deliberate. Let's go. Come on. Boom. Yep. Because you want that person to feel your aggression and your presence so that they won't try this shit. Now, right here, here's the thing. He's too close to the door. I would have pulled that person further back. Hey, man, look, step down here. Because of this, I don't know what the fuck else is in that car. Now, you see his partner's on the other side trying to look in and see if he can see something in plain view. Because if he sees something in plain view, he can search the vehicle and all that stuff. However, with that person being right there by the door, That person could give me an elbow to the stomach, could give me an elbow to the face, and it ain't gonna knock me out per se, but it's enough to create space to give him time to do something to hurt me. Hands are what hurt you. And if me trying to put his hands in handcuffs, if he throws a quick move or gets out or gets away, if he had a gun in that car and wanted to shoot at them, he had plenty of time to do it once he started resisting arrest. It only takes a couple of seconds. I would have pulled his ass to the back of that car and put his ass up against that car. One of the moves I used to do is when I get you to the back, because I got my cuffs in my right hand. Once I get your ass to the back, I'd have put my forearm on him and I'm going to lean into him. I ain't gonna lean up on him real hard, but I'm going to lean into him. Motherfucker, you can feel me right here. And the minute you do some fuck shit, I'm going to lean all the way on you. And I got a free hand with some cuffs in it where I can fuck your ass up real quick. Just for when you do start to think you're going to pull it, you're going to feel me, give you more of me, and I can give you some. So that's one of the things and this is something that police officers, you got to have your own style and your own way that you cuff a motherfucker. You just do. You have to have that so that you know what you're doing every single time. I would have been like, okay, sir, we're going to go ahead and take you in. And as I'm telling him what I'm doing, I'm moving his ass because I'm going to know, and you want to keep that hand on him so you can feel him, and you're going to feel when he tense up. You're going to feel when he start to buck. One of the things you don't see on camera all the time, you don't see that moment when they start to resist. But as a police officer, especially when you got hands on a motherfucker, you feel it. You feel that arm tense up. You feel that hand push away or slide away. You feel it. So that's why you want to have that arm on him, have that forearm on him. You want to have a good grip on his ass. And you want to put that dominance on. You want to dominate him in that position to say, hey, man, I'm about to put these cuffs on you. Put your hands behind your back. If you try to resist me, I'm going to devastate your ass. Don't do it. Well, I'm just trying to, we'll talk after I put these cuffs on. If you try anything, I'm going to destroy you, dude. Don't do it. That tone in my voice, that inflection, and I meant that shit. That matters. The more, and here's my message to all my law enforcement officers. The softer you are, the nicer you are, the more opportunity you give for your civilians to pull fuck shit on you. Because they will take your kindness for weakness. They think your ass is soft because you acting soft. They think your ass a pussy because you acting like a pussy. They think you a bitch because you talking and moving and handling them like a bitch. When you start talking to these kids, when you start talking to these people like you they fucking mama, or you all Mr. Nice Guy, Officer fucking Friendly, you ain't doing nothing but giving bad guys more of an opportunity to pull what he pulled. Because if my man standing right here would have been on, once you know he going, and I'm saying you could be cool, you ain't got to be no asshole or no dickhead or no shit like that until you know he going. Once you know, oh, he going. All right, yeah, he going. All right, once it's on, it's on. Hey, man, here's what's about to happen. I'm about to put these cuffs on you. Don't fuck with me. If you fuck with me, I'm going to hurt you bad. I don't give a fuck about what's happening. I ain't about to discuss and argue with you. We ain't having court in the street. You're under arrest. Once you explain it like that, now a motherfucker going to take you seriously. So if they do pull it, you know they mean that shit. You know they want to fuck you up. You know they want to get it in. You know they want that smoke. And you better be ready to give it to them. You already got to know, all right, as soon as this motherfucker pull it, first thing I'm going to do is hit his ass in the temple. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit his ass in the throat. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my thumb and jam it in that motherfucker. That's what you better be thinking in your mind. I'm going to hit that pressure point. Because if you don't, shit like this is going to happen and the dude going to do some old and back in the car. He hit you with the noonie. He hit you with that. and that nigga was gone and he was back in the car. Now you got Officer Jane talking about taser, taser, taser. Bah, bah, bah. That ain't no taser, Jane. Now, that's just how that shit goes. Here's the other part to that. And this is something else that I learned. Man, I'm going to tell you, man, them boys out in Allegan cold-blooded. Y'all taught me so much. But this is something that I learned from my daddy. When one go, we all go. Just like in the movie, what's the fireman movie? With Kurt Russell. God damn. Oh, one of my favorite movies. Oh, shit. With Robert De Niro, Kurt Russell. Shit. The Baldwin kid. Backdraft. There we go. Thank you. You go, we go. When once I go hands-on, everybody go hands-on, fast and deliberate. We getting it in quick. The quicker I fuck you up and take you down, the quicker I get the cuffs on you, the quicker the altercation is over. Don't give you wanna hit that motherfucker like what did Sugar Ray Leonard say? He's like, every time I heard that 10-minute bell in that fight with Hagler, I wanted to hit him with a flurry. I wanted to pop upside his head all day. That's what he said he wanted to do. And that's exactly what y'all want to do. Officers, when y'all decide he going or y'all decide that she going, because bitches will act up too. When y'all decide that they going, fuck them cameras and what them cameras on, because the faster you get it over with, the less footage there is. But when you decide that person's going and you hitting him, you got to get him. And once he starts fighting, everybody. Fuck that. It looked like they did him like Rodney King. You know how niggas be commentating on the side when you locking somebody up? It don't take all 8 of y'all? Yes, motherfucker, it do. Obviously, this nigga wanted an 8-piece because he decided to fight with 8 officers around. Fuck that. This ain't no fight. We fighting head up. No. If it's 2 there, 2 on your ass. If it's 20 there, 20 on your ass. Don't fuck with the police. Y'all can't 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 fuck with the police. It's like my man, shout out to my brother Melvin. It's like bubble tackle. Niggas from the hood know, niggas from the projects know about that bubble tackle. Everybody is on your ass. Pile on. That's it. We diving on your ass. Quick, fast, and deliberate. Stop, 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 stop. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. I ain't fighting. I ain't fighting. Take that motherfucking thumb and jam it in that behind that ear. Stop fighting. Okay. Wait till you hear that shit. And you'll feel it in the body when them motherfuckers giving up when they done. Yeah, you did fuck that up, Mr. Best. I was gonna get your ass. But Blue Streak was, get your butt naked ass down on the ground. Get your butt naked ass down. That's Blue Streak. That nigga Martin was learning how to beat the police watching cops. Get your butt naked ass down. But that's how it is. And it may look bad, but at the end of the day, why did y'all do it? He resisted. He didn't look like he was resisting. You weren't putting on the cuffs, motherfucker. How about that? And until your ass is putting on the cuffs, shut the fuck up, get the fuck out my face, Blue. All you do is spin record. That's why you want to do that. But I would have moved him back, and she should have been fast and deliberate. Watch how soft and how she tries to handle and coddle this motherfucker until shit starts to go left and she see, oh shit, this motherfucker's gonna drive off. I need to tase him. Right there, you should have moved that motherfucker back. Look at that hand gesture that she's putting on him. She's like, that's that, come on now, stop it, young man. It's okay, it's all right. Don't resist now. Fuck that. I'm hitting that motherfucker like a Mack truck. That's on 40 going north. Boom! Like motherfucking John Madden say, boom! Right there. That hole's big enough you can drive a truck through it. See, look, what kind of move is that? What the fuck are you doing? You can't get nobody under control with that kind of move. Look at how she grabbed him. You can't. And bam, do you see how he snaked both of her hands? With a simple swim move. Yes, that was a nurturing touch. She was touching that motherfucker like that was her son. Come on now, Blake. Brandon, here, now. Brandon, stop. Blake, you're going to jail, and that's it. That's it. He got out of that too quick. And now they see what he's doing, and here's where she's trying to say, okay. And that's where she fucked up right there. That's where she fucked up right there. She had that little piece of paper in her hand, and then boom. Now you think your taser is a gun. Now you think you got a taser when you actually have your service weapon. And you see how that other officer got his taser? His taser's on the other side. But it's facing for a right hand grab. And that's one of those things to where your right hand, it's muscle memory when you in this type of situation. And you really have to be good at this. Because even his taser, he's still deploying it with his right hand. And I guarantee you, she was a right hand taser deploy as well. That's why when I was thinking about doing it, I said, I can't do it right side. I can't do a right hand deployment. Even if the taser's on my left side, I can't. Because I'm going to be thinking right hand service weapon. Because that's all I've done. So I was like, I'm going to have to train myself to do a left hand taser deploy. I don't know if I can do that. That cross draw is like I said, is difficult. It really is. So if she, so here we go. So Hack Pulse, who just jumped in, says she lying. She knew she had a gun, a gudge. Then it said change it to a gun. If she knew she had a gun, how many times have you seen a police officer yell taser, 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 and then shoot one time? Yes, the tasers are usually yellow. I don't think I've seen another color of tasers. Tasers are yellow. You've never seen it. And I even listened and I counted to see how many shots that she fired. She fired one. Because she, in her mind, was doing a taser deployment. You don't deploy your taser like that. Now your gun, you bang, 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 bang. In my mind, like the Temptations singing Silent Night. In my mind, she was thinking taser. Woo, woo. I want to deploy my taser. Woo, but I grabbed my Glock instead. Woo. Deploy your tasers, not your service weapon. Ooh. That's what she did. She pulled it one time. She, in her mind, thought she was deploying that taser. And that's why she only shot once. Now, had she said, taser, 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 pow, 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 I'd be like, nah, bitch, you was pulling that Glock. I would have said that shit. I definitely would have said, bitch, taser don't go ski, 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 ski. And Taser don't go that way. That's how that gun go. But what she did was she thought she was deploying the Taser, totally fucking blew it, had her service weapon, and bam. Let me explain to you how the muscle memory takes effect to where I'm just further proving my point. When we had active shooter training, what we did was we had an elementary school that we were going to, but before we went to the school to actually do the maneuvers and to do the training, they showed us a video on how and why, because what we did when we trained, we used our service weapons. We had a gun safety zone where all guns were checked, all guns were unloaded, and we blue taped our guns. So we took our service weapons, and one of the things that we do, actually, let me show you this. Let me show you how we do it. So like one of the things that we do when we walk onto the range, just to show you some range safety too. When you walk onto the range, like when you pull up to the range, because the range is outdoor, when you pull up to the range, you unload your weapon before you can actually walk onto the range. So you pull up in your car, and this is where you empty your firearm. You unload your gun. One of the things that we would do is we would take our firearms, slide, lock back, and then we would holster that gun. Just like that. That's how you come on the range. So when you come out there on that range, this is what everybody's looking for. They're looking for a slide extended. If that slide is forward, motherfuckers is checking your ass. Motherfuckers is saying that weapon is low. Is that weapon loaded? Gun range, the range safety officer is on your ass. Is that weapon loaded? They yell at you too because they want to make sure that your ass is motherfucking alert. Is that weapon loaded? Redman, is that weapon loaded? That's what a motherfucker will say to your ass. Have you brought a loaded weapon onto my range, Redman? That's what they'll tell your ass. I ain't never done it because I'm smart, but I've seen people do it. But in our gun safety zone, before we actually went into the school, everybody had to go through one entrance and we had to do our guns like this. We could not bring any ammo into this area, into the gun safety area. So your ammo was left in your car and you came like this. Now, once we got to the door, you had to hand your service weapon over. You were patted down to make sure you didn't have your backup gun on you because people would forget. And you were patted down, and then they took this gun, put the slide back, and they took blue painter's tape and wrapped it around the gun. So you made it like a blue gun, like the practice guns that you had. Now, once you did that, then you were able to holster that weapon again. No magazine. No firearm or nothing, because they know if you were to load that gun, you would have to pull the slide back, put a bullet in, which would break the seal of the tape. So that's how we went on. The reason why we practice with our guns in this state like this, it's because they showed us a video of some police officers doing a training and how they used to do trainings with finger guns. They talked about how they used to do all of those simulations, all your trainings were done with finger guns. That means officers would walk around like this while you're doing your training. Put out, get your butt naked ass down on the ground, freeze, you motherfucker. They would do all of that shit with finger guns. Here's what happened, and here's why muscle memory is so important. There was an actual shooting going on. There was a hostage situation taking place and an active shooter in progress. Not a hostage situation, but there was an active shooter in progress. And there was a body cam footage of an actual officer. Now, these officers are in the moment. And they were all up against their vehicles. And there was a sergeant running point with his finger gun out. In a real live situation. In the moment, active shooter. Now, here's the thing about an active shooter now. You don't wait for active shooter now ever since Columbine. So when you, what we call, we're dynamic. That means you're active, you're moving, you're dynamic, you're going where the bangs are. You're going where the bangs are. You are literally looking for a shooter. He's with his guys. There are 3 other guys with him. They're up against, I believe it was a building, getting ready to go in. And this motherfucker had his finger gun out. Imagine that. You running point, leading your team in with a finger gun. Not only did he not realize it, but the other guys with him didn't realize it because of the adrenaline rush. You in the moment, you're worried about what's happening. You're focused on the situation, not the tool that you're using. But because you practiced finger guns, that's what you actually did in the moment because of muscle memory. You never practice pulling your service weapon. You never practice actually having your holstered weapon and pulling it out and then running your maneuvers. You never did it. You never did it. Finger gun in the moment because of muscle memory. Now, that officer didn't wind up getting hurt or anything, but a life could have been lost. His life could have been lost, or someone else's life could have been lost, or one of his fellow officers' life could have been lost, because had he seen a threat and went to engage, he'd have been engaging that threat with fingernail bullets and would have been like a little kid. Pew, pew, pew. Bang, bang, bang. You're dead. Yes. So when you talk about how things happen and the mindset of people, it's not always white cop wanting to kill a black dude. This dude didn't even look black. So it's not always a thing about color. It's not always about, I see this black dude, I'm a white cop, I gotta kill him. I had to pop him. That's not what it is. So Deborah Miller said, why do the black cop who handcuffing him let her do this? I'll wait. He didn't let her do that. She was assisting in the arrest. And like I pointed out earlier, he lost control because he didn't have that guy in proper position because his handcuffing technique sucked. He had a terrible handcuffing technique. That I would never execute a handcuffing technique like that unless I'm handcuffing a 7-year-old kid, a kid that's under 10. I'm just saying. His handcuffing technique was terrible, which led to the further scuffle, which led to her intending on deploying her taser. That's all I'm saying. So it's like when you're talking about, he black now, right? He mixed, so that means he is black. To Black Lives Matter, right? Of course they go. Black Lives Matter all over this. This is just too good to be true. This is a shooting service on the silver platter. It don't get no righter than this. But it's like, that's why you have to realize in the totality of the circumstances, I understand completely that she did not have that intention, but nevertheless, she's still responsible. She is absolutely 100% responsible. He shouldn't have ran, but the point is she's the trained professional. She's the certified officer. She is in the position of authority. And in her judgment, although it was a mistake, it was an accidental discharge. Because I will definitely say that she definitely wanted to deploy her taser, but she didn't. And this man is dead because of it. This man is dead because of it. So it's one of those things. It's terrible. I hate the fact that it happened, but this shit is one of those things where the training opportunity is always there, and there still has to be a responsibility piece to say, hey, when you out here, you better be ready. You better be ready, because at any given moment, it could be your last or it could be someone else's last. Make sure you're doing the best you can and doing everything you possibly can to make sure you're getting it right, as opposed to half-assing it, not really being focused, not really being ready, and getting it wrong. And that's why I said what I said last night about these police officers. Stop being so goddamn nice. I know it sounds fucked up. I know we're in a fucked up climate. Stop being so fucking nice. Follow the fucking laws, follow the fucking procedures, and stop being nice. Being nice will get you fucking sent home in a box. Being nice, you're going to lose your job anyway. Follow the procedures and don't fucking play around with these people. Stop trying to be these fucking civilian friends. Stop trying to be these people in the community friends. When you on a call, you on a call. And like my daddy always taught me, everybody is a bad guy until they prove you otherwise. And I have never lost that. Just telling me that when he used to talk about all of the calls and shit he used to do, being a sergeant, being on the hostage barricade team, all that shit, being in gang crimes, everything that he did, being on special operations, all that shit he did, he always said that. Everybody's a bad guy on that call until they prove you otherwise. That's it. I'm treating you like you are the worst motherfucking criminal of all time. That's exactly how I'm going to look at you until you prove me otherwise. And please click the like button while y'all watching this. Please click that like button. Until you prove me otherwise, I'm going to treat you like you the worst goddamn criminal. I'm arresting motherfucking Hannibal Lecter right now. I'm arresting Wild Bill. That's exactly how I'm going to approach it. Why? Because when you arresting the worst motherfucker ever, you tend not to fuck up. You tend not to fucking make a mistake and do something wrong, giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. Fuck the benefit of the doubt. That's how you have to look at this. Right. Like I showed the video last night about Darian Gerard. New Mexico State police officer got a dude trying to be nice, pulled over, and those other cats that were involved with Homeland Security and all that shit that was involved with him, all that shit, he was doing that shit, and they was too far behind on that shit. You knew you was arresting a bad guy. Why are you approaching him like you trying to be cool with these motherfuckers? Criminals see through that shit. Yeah, I'm going to try to act like I'm cool with him. Like I don't really know what's going on. And once I realize I don't know what's going on, I'm going to act like I don't. Then I can just ease him to the back of the car. Then we can get the cuffs on him. Got him. No, don't do that with criminals. You arresting a motherfucker that got felonies, approach that motherfucker like he ready to take your ass out. Because if he would have came up to that dude's car, and this is for the if you didn't see it last night, go back and watch the show I did last night, and you'll see it. It's towards the end. That state trooper, that state police officer in New Mexico, if he would have approached that door with that gun out and told that motherfucker, I know who the fuck you are, don't fucking move or I'm going to shoot you. You knew this motherfucker was a felon. And you wait for your backup to get there, and then y'all get his ass out. And you gotta be ready to put that motherfucker down. If you ain't ready to do that, take off the gun, take off the badge, put on a wig, put on the dress, and twerk with it. Twerk for me, twerk for me. I'm just saying, that's what you got to be ready to do. You have to be ready to do that. And if you're not, you ain't ready to be out there. And I'm not trying to sound cold-hearted. I'm not trying to sound fucked up. I'm not trying to sound crazy and unprofessional. No, that's what it is. You got people out there that are good people. You have people that are out there that are bad. And you got to treat everybody like they are fucking savage until they prove you otherwise. Why? Because the price for not doing that is you not going home. That's it. It's you not going home. Just like how people talked about that dude last night. He had to have his gun out when he pulled over that army dude. No, the fuck he did. That dude and the clip of the video that they showed y'all doing the stop, it is very misleading. And that's why the media is full of shit. They're so fucking disingenuous. There is no more mainstream journalistic integrity. None. They showed that dude getting just pulled over at the gas station. They didn't show the whole mile and a half following this dude with flashing lights on. The fact that he was pulling into a well-lit area, fine. I don't give a fuck. You pulling into a well-lit area when you do, because you have just done what a lot of bad guys do. Bad guys don't stop when the police hit them with the lights. So if you're going to have bad guy behavior, when that stop actually occurs and you do pull over, you need to be the most compliant motherfucker ever so that you can prove to me that you're not a bad guy. Brian, how do you teach officers this? You teach this to officers. I see what you said, Calvin. You teach officers like this by having, like one of the things I've always said, the FTO training time is way too short. Usually that FTO training time is 90 days, and that's too fucking short. FTO needs to be at least 12 months. And it needs to be done by an officer that has at least 5 years on the force. You usually want to have your best seasoned guys and those guys that are like in the peak of their career. You want to have those guys doing it. And the guys that are in the peak of their career are guys that are usually got a good grasp of the job and they really know what the fuck they're doing, like around year 4 or 5. They've seen a lot. They've done a lot. You know, they ain't scared, and they in like the prime. They hungry for what they doing. So they watching everything. They are some of your most experienced guys. They still fit. They still got that thirst to go out and do that job. You catching a guy at the end of his career, yeah, he knows a lot, but he ain't a go-getter. So he's not giving you all that game. He's just giving you wisdom and advice. He's not out there saying, hey, we're going to do this today. He don't really practice what he preach. He'll tell you a bunch of shit and he'll show you shit in those moments, but he ain't really out there to demonstrate that shit. So you have to have a longer FTO time so that those officers will get that training with that good, hungry, seasoned, well-seasoned veteran. That's going to be able to say, yeah, I'm going to get you right. I'm going to make sure you out here right because I'm out here and you my fucking partner. I'm going to make sure you good. Or even if you got them riding in trays, you got them riding 3 to a car. But you know what that requires? That requires a higher enrollment rate, and that requires funding. In a time and in a climate where people want to defund the police and they don't have police officers, they don't have a lot of police officers that want to be police. A lot of people that want to be police officers because of how they condemn them. Just like here in Dallas. Dallas is starving for police officers. These motherfuckers are having job fairs for people to come be the police. You go to a job fair in Dallas, you're going to see Dallas PD there. You want to be the police? Hey, you. Yeah, you with the 10-4 hat. You want to be the police? Just saying. So when you have people that don't want to be the police, but you're in need of the police and you need to be able to train those police officers, now what are you doing? You had a shortage. With that shortage comes less effective law enforcement, which then makes way and makes room for a lot more mistakes. So those new recruits that you're getting in, they got to get out on their own by themselves. They got to get out there on their own so that you can help take the calls because you're overwhelmed. You got guys working so much fucking overtime, it's ridiculous, which is also a detriment. You got a police officer working, 18-hour motherfucking shifts, putting in 18 hours for 2 weeks straight. Shit. I ain't been able to use that in a long time. Shit. How can an officer really put in that much time and be that effective that sharp, ready to go. How can an officer who's working that much overtime be that effective? I just got through working 2 back-to-back 18-hour shifts, and now I'm coming back in for my regular shift, and you expect me to be ready to rock and roll and be on the top of my game? Shit. It just ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna be half-assing it. Just saying. So when you're looking at what's going, hey, shout out to a man that hit your boy with $50 for speaking the truth. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And you can definitely hit that donate button, baby. But when you're talking about just police officers and having more police officers so you can do those type of things so that you can better train them, it's going to require an entire campaign to actually improve our police department, especially in our large cities. Do I ever get the urge to be the cop again? No way. I never do it in this climate. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever. I would love to do something where I could help like assist in training or something like that and just talking to especially a lot of these new guys and just talking to them about the job, their approach to the job and what it is that they're really doing every day. I would love to do that. But to actually get back out there, man, please, number one, I ain't going on nights. That's why even in Allegan, I had the opportunity to get on the force, but I would have actually been on I would have had to have done because of seniority and how that goes with the shifts and shit, because it was so many younger officers that were in positions there and that were sergeants and all that kind of stuff. When we actually figured it out, me and my partner Ty, we actually figured it out. I would have been working 7 years straight on nights before I would have had the opportunity to even get on days. 7 years. And I had just had my daughter. Just had her. Nope, she wasn't even born yet. My wife was pregnant with her. Yeah, my wife was pregnant with her because when I took my graduation pictures, she was pregnant. So we were expecting still. So my daughter would have been 7, damn near going on 8 before I would have had the opportunity to do that, to get on days. And I just would have missed too much. It just wasn't worth it. My family needed me way more than me needing to be the police. As much as I wanted to do it, and as great of a department that those guys are, man, their boys are fucking rock stars. I love me some ACSO. Them boys cold. But I would have missed too much. I just would have. So I didn't want to do that. I just didn't want to do that to my family. That would have been too selfish. But to actually put on that badge and that gun again, I wouldn't do it in this climate. No way. No way possible. Because of what would happen. Because I'm not going to not come home. And that was one of the things that my dad taught me. It's not about you making it home. It's about saying, no. I'm coming home every day. No matter what. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what your mama said. We doing it my way. I'm coming home. That's my mentality. Oh, I'm coming home. When I kiss my wife and kiss my baby and I'm going out, oh, I'm coming back. Best believe that. Every motherfucker that got arrested, oh, nigga, you ain't, no, sir. Now, I ain't gonna go chase nobody in. I used to always say, Ty, look here. I ain't chasing nobody out into no cornfields and no out in them sticks. I ain't doing that. And I'm shooting a dog. Because the motherfuckers out there love them free-range roaming dogs, boy, they do. Them dogs out there, boy, they be everywhere. I ain't fucking around. If there's a dog of any size, I'm shooting it. Now, if I'm a little poodle or something like that, I kick that little motherfucker. I got on my shit kicker shoes. But them dogs, I'm shooting a dog. I'm shooting a dog. Nope, sorry. Yeah. But, yeah, you say you live in Seattle and the police morale here is so low, it's having serious yeah. And this is just the beginning. Let me tell you something. What you're witnessing now is just the beginning of the law enforcement. We're gonna have, hear me when I say it, there will be a law enforcement crisis coming. Because what's happening is every police officer, especially in these big cities, in these big liberal democratic cities, the minute they get close enough to retire, they're gonna jump. They out. If they get any opportunities to go into the private sector, they're leaving. So you're going to have police officers that are going to be leaving at a higher rate than those that are coming in. Now, with a lot of these, especially democratically ran cities and police departments, these motherfuckers don't have money to increase the budget. So they can't pay you more. I remember at one time they had such a shortage out in Arizona, they were starting police officers off with $90,000. That was a few years ago. They were starting police officers like, you come out here to Arizona to be the police, we gonna give you $90,000. Get you a bonus. You get this much. They had all kind of incentives because they had money to do it. But in these places now where they ain't got no money, Chicago, LA, they ain't got no fucking money. They broke as shit. New York, those officers that are already there are going to leave as soon as they can. And the officers that are going to be coming in, it's not going to be enough for the ones that's leaving. And I'm telling you what's going to happen. It's going to be a shortage. They may not say it, but that's what's going to happen. And you're going to notice more and more police officers out in single cars by themselves with no partners. And then you're going to really see how bad shit's going to get. That's why when you have people like our president and our vice president trying to make these executive orders to take guns and to take away our guns and shit like that, y'all better step the fuck up and say something. Y'all better speak up. That I'm in agreement with make sense gun laws. It ain't not nan. We don't need nan other gun law. It's plenty of gun laws. You want to stop crime? You want to stop the high crime violence and all that shit, gun violence? Increase the penalties for those crimes. Higher sentences. No motherfucking no motherfucking we'll let you go. No fucking paroles and all that shit. Nope. You got an illegal gun, 5 years mandatory. You get caught after them 5 years with another gun illegally, 10 years mandatory. When you start doing that, then these motherfucking criminals start putting the guns down, but they don't want you to do that. And before I get off into that shit, I'm going to finish it with this. The reason why they don't want you to do that, because they want to take the guns from the law-abiding citizens so that the fucking criminals can terrorize the law-abiding citizens, because once we get scared, then we'll give up more of our power. That's exactly what this is. Gun control is about controlling society, not guns. It's people control. Now I got a show coming up. I'm gonna do a show about this shit. But that's what gun control means. All that other shit y'all talking about and all that, this is so we can stop all the killing and all of the violence that's out there. No. Gun control is people control. They're not trying to control the guns. They're trying to control the people that have them. Because when our guns are gone, or if our guns get taken, or we give them up freely, now we're totally dependent on the government for everything. Not just our safety, but everything. And we can't say no. The way we say no now is we vote. How's that working out for us? Is that fair? I'll wait. You tell me. Right now, the way that we decide shit is by voting. Is voting on the up and up? Nope. So what's next? Us actually taking a stand against our government, saying, no, we don't want that. We don't want y'all to do that. We want this. What happens when they say no? Then what? They're going to tell us to take our punk ass home? Well, yeah, they can do it. But when you got one of these and somebody tell you to go home, it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy. When somebody tells you that take your punk ass home right now, we not for this voting shit. We ain't trying to hear what the fuck you got to say. Take your ass home right now. It's kind of hard when you got one of these, because this is what they got. Yeah. Now, when you don't got this, because you done gave it up, because we want to stop the killing. Now you out here with this. Hey, why don't you tell us, hey, that's not fair. You need to stop doing what you're doing. They're going to be like, man, take your punk ass home. How about this? National Guard, get them out of here. The National Guard going to be like, hey, you heard what he said. Take y'all ass home. And ain't shit you can do. It ain't shit you can do. But take your punk ass home, or you're going to be like them motherfuckers over in the Middle East throwing sandals and rocks at fucking soldiers and tanks. How's that working out for them? What about the people in Venezuela? They went down there because the government was doing that same socialistic shit, that socialist shit, and they're one of the highest exporters of oil in the world. So they getting money, but the people ain't getting no money. So when all of the people got tired of eating out of garbage cans, because that's what they're doing over in Venezuela, in case you didn't know. When they got tired of eating out of garbage cans and they said, we're going to go down to the motherfucking city hall, we're going to go down to the government's house, the governors, and talk to the governors and the government officials, you know what they did? They took them soldiers and said, send them home, and if they don't leave now, shoot them. And you know what the military did? They shot their own people. It's easy to shoot a motherfucker when they don't have a gun as opposed to a motherfucker that can shoot back at your punk ass. You ain't too quick to do it. And here's the thing. All that shit, because you'll hear people say this. You'll hear these left motherfuckers make this argument. Well, the military, it's way more them, and they got more guns, and they got tanks. Yeah, that's not true. You get whatever fucking military you want to get over here and line them up against 90 million of us. And see, let's see how well that works out. You take the military that we got right now, put them in our neighborhoods, put them with our people, and let's line up. You on this side, I'm on that side, 90 million strong, 100 million strong, and see how that work out. This ain't Fallujah, motherfuckers. This ain't Kuwait. Ain't a bunch of fucking mud huts and fucking untrained motherfuckers running around with AKs talking that. And this ain't that. Just like y'all turn corners and got high motherfucking capacity magazines, so do we. Just like y'all got optics on y'all guns, so do we. We ain't got a bunch of motherfucking old ass AKs talking about, yeah, it still works, my friend. Let's go. Let's go to what? No. We going to the range. We got that shit right here. Now, I ain't talking about these stupid ass niggas with these 78 round magazines on these handguns. I'm talking about the real motherfucking gun owners. They got these 308s. They got them motherfucking them Barrett long range motherfucking 50 cals and shit like that. It's plenty of us out here that got that shit. Believe me. Just like when them feds tried to run up on that compound a few years back. What they do? Stop them in their tracks because them motherfuckers showed them that they ruthless. This ain't what y'all want. Because right now, you and your ATF buddies, y'all outgunned. That's why them motherfuckers was like, hold it, let's talk. Waco, thank you. Them motherfuckers in Waco was like, hold on, man. Let's talk, guys. Motherfuckers got real polite. Yes. The ATF got real polite real quick because they realized they were outgunned. They was like, hey, I didn't know about your job. Let's talk this out. Because they knew this ain't what we want. So that's what matters. So when you got people talking about taking your guns, go get your guns, we're going to get you out of here and all that shit, yeah, okay. It ain't no easy win, goddammit. The armed citizens of America, do y'all realize that the armed citizens of America, we are the largest armed civilization in the world. Everybody in America with guns, barring the military. Fuck the military. Put the military aside. Y'all do realize that all of us could go to war with any fucking country in the world and win. We'd outgun them. Billion motherfuckers in China, about 30,000 of them get guns. You get a billion. You get a billion motherfucking Chinese people together, they gonna be out there like this. And we gonna be out there like this. Ready, fight. That's what it is. So I'm telling you how serious this shit is and how important it is, because you really don't realize the power that y'all hold, that we hold. There is no other country in the world as heavily armed as the citizens of the United States of America. We got guns. We can kick it the fuck. Have you noticed? Ain't nobody ever walked up on these shores. Think about it. Just think about that shit. Ain't nobody ever rode up on no boats talking about we about to fuck y'all up. Even in Hawaii, them punk motherfuckers was in planes dropping motherfucking torpedoes. They didn't walk their ass nowhere. They didn't get out them vehicles. They didn't pull them motherfucking aircraft carriers up to these shores and say, yeah, we gonna fuck y'all. What y'all want to do now? They're like, let's go ahead and attack this little base over here in Hawaii. That's what they did. Because if them motherfuckers come up to the beach in Florida, let them motherfuckers roll up in Miami Beach. Let them roll up. Whoever y'all want. Pick whatever country you want to pick. Line them up, get on some boats, and pull y'all punk ass up to Miami-Dade. And watch Trick Daddy and them be out there like, no, you don't know, Nan. That shoot the shit I shoot. That go ahead. That's what you gonna see. Them niggas from Pork and Beans, they go ride out. That's what they gonna do. They gonna be like, what happened? Man, all we heard was you and No Nan, and a bunch of niggas just came out. No, you don't know Nan. That shoot the shit I shoot. That do the fuck I do. We got a few grenades or two. No, you don't know Nan. That shoot the Glock like me. That hit the corn like me. And bust your ass with 3. No, you don't know Nan. That got the gauges I got. That'll hit your ass with the spot. Nigga, my shit goes to rot. No, you don't know Nan. That's what them niggas gonna do. Let them motherfuckers roll up on the beach of California. Watch them motherfucking, them Crips and them Bloods roll up on them niggas. What the fuck y'all want to do? This Pyru, nigga. That's what the fuck them niggas gonna be saying. On Crip, bitch. They ain't playing. You'll never see it happen. You'll never see it happen. Even the motherfucking cartels ain't saying we gonna take over Texas. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let the Sinaloa cartel come over here. Let the Cali cartel come over here. Take this shit over. Go ahead. Take it. Them motherfuckers done push their way into Juarez. Why not just take it over? Push your way on in. Get up on this. Push it. Boom, 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 boom. Push it. Why not? Push your way on up in here. Y'all got guns. Y'all got money. Shit. Take this shit over. Get your piece of the pie. Because they know you can only go so far in Texas. You can only go so far in Texas. Before you start seeing them motherfucking pickup trucks and them Confederate flags. You start hearing that, wee-hoo! Yeah, brother. Let's ride on these motherfuckers. Don't you try to come in here in Mexico, my Texas, you motherfuckers. Let them try it and see what happens. These motherfuckers are what? What? You say Earl? They shot Earl? Oh, these motherfuckers that went too far now. They ain't gonna Mexico my Texas. No fucking way. Now I can deal with I'll eat your goddamn tacos and your Tex-Mex and all that shit, but you motherfuckers done went too far now. You ain't gonna come up in here with that Mexican shit. You're not gonna do it. No, sir. Now we'll go down there to Tijuana and fuck your horse, but that's about it, goddammit. You come over this way, try to take over some shit, we're gonna show you what for. Tony something at no power stroke. F-350's gonna be rolling. You gonna see fucking them white boys in them dualies gonna be out there. I didn't even know what a dually was until I moved to Texas. I said, what the fuck is a dually? Like it's a dual axle truck. Oh, that's what they call a dually. Watch how many dualies come on down there. Shit. Hit him with it one more time. Try to come and take over America. I dare you. Shit. I dare you. Asia, Korea, China, Japan, New England. I mean, not New England, but England. Let the crowd come over here. Pull it. Get your SAS together and bring your asses. See what the fuck happened. Roll up on this motherfucker. It's a short walk. You walk over, but you're going to limp back. I tell you that. Hit any one of the beaches. All this beach, go down to Houston. Bring your punk ass into Houston. See what happens. Hit Galveston. Come on up in Galveston talking about what y'all gonna do. We taking this over. Go ahead. You see what happened? Get your punk ass on in here. Come on. See what happens. You don't know how much power you guys really have, how much power we really have. And we don't want to give up any of our rights. You don't want to give up any of that power. Hold on to the shit that you have because it matters. Trying to giving up your rights because you're afraid, that is the worst thing you can do. We did it with that homeland shit when the motherfuckers came from 9/11. Now look at this shit. Goddamn government can spy and listen in on any fucking thing, anything, anytime, anywhere. Because we were afraid. Don't be afraid. Keep your fucking God-given rights because they were meant for us to have for a reason. All that shit that Biden be talking about, the Constitution wasn't written this way. No, they wrote it exactly the way that they did because they knew, not right now, but right now, we writing this shit so it'll never be changed. So they'll never get a loophole to get around it. So there'll never be, yeah, but the high capacity, that's why they didn't put it in there. A high capacity musket wasn't on the table because they was just saying weapons, arms, period. Whether it's a goddamn musket or it's a fucking laser gun. It's a arm. It's arms. That's it. We want it to be general. We want it to be vague because we don't want you to fuck with it at all. Because if we get more specific with it, you're going to fuck with it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for clicking the like button, clicking the subscribe button. All my first-time viewers, congratulations on coming over to the best YouTube channels on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Click the like button, click the subscribe button. He said, imagine a high-capacity musket. I know, right? That'd be some weird shit. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I thank you guys so much for all that y'all do and supporting me, supporting the channel. Shout out to Soto Nation. Shout out to my brother Tommy. I'm going to give some shout outs to the people that donated tonight. And we're going to get on up out of here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click that donate button. It ain't too late. Even if you're watching it on the replay. Thank you for Amanda K says for speaking the truth and saying what others won't. I'm telling you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. My man Darnell Gray hit your boy up. He said, is that weapon loaded? You goddamn right it is, bucko. Also, to Reginald Locklear, $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My brother Bolo, appreciate you, boy. Hit your boy with $5. That's what's up. And my man George Lopez, man, ain't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. He said, thanks for covering on this thug. That was from yesterday. For covering, later on, that was earlier. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also to my man Bread and Circus. Ain't that what it said? Ain't that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Bread and Circus. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. I think so. But he know who I'm talking about. I didn't want to say his name. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hit your boy with $5 as well. And also to Jesse, hit your boy with $25. That's what's up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My man Ella Dre hit your boy off with $2. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And also Braden hit your boy with $5. BKCA boy, that shit was funny as hell. You said that dude disrespected that Buick. That bastard disrespected that Buick. That shit was funny. Also Darnell Gray hit your boy with $2 again. Oh, that was from yesterday. I think so. Let me just make sure because I don't want to miss nobody. And also my man Tay Sharks hit your boy with $10. He said for a great show. Yeah, that was yesterday. We're in yesterday's donations. All right. So anybody else? I don't think so. Let me go over here to the PayPal. Oh, nope. Somebody else did hit me up. My man Mega Mortis hit your boy off with $25. He said another 5-star show. Hey, man, I'm trying to keep it popping, baby. I'm trying. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Let me go over here on the PayPal side of the game. Hey, thank you so much to Kingdom Mind and hit your boy up with $50. Says for your hard work and funniest one-liners. That's what's up. Wait, hold on. Let me see if you wrote something else. Why is this taking so long to do that? Because I went in the wrong way. But let's see who else I got here while I pull this up. Also, Kenyatta Minifield hit your boy up with $10 as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, man, y'all have no idea how much y'all appreciate all of these donations that y'all give me, man. It's hard work trying to do this thing and just trying to do what I do and keep giving y'all some good content. I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. She said for the one-liners, my husband and I were cracking up listening to your last two breakdowns. 1,000 Haitians at your door, at our door, couldn't keep us from watching. Y'all remember that when what was that chick's name? Oh man, that's when I was on that show with DJ. And shout out to my boy DJ Just Jay. We were on that show and that Haitian chick, she said, what was her name? Posh Remy. I think that was her name. I think her name was Posh Remy with the Porsche. And she was like, I'm going to send 1,000. I'm going to send 100 Haitians to your door. I said, well, that's good, bitch. Because I got this 60-round magazine for them motherfuckers. Oh, my God. Those were the days. That was so funny. That lady got so mad at me. She said she going to send 100 Haitians to my door. I'm Posh Remy with the Porsche. That's how I was like, all right, Posh Remy, I get it. I said, but I got this brand new 60-round drum where at least 60 Haitians ain't gonna make it through. I'm a Scarface them motherfuckers. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much. Shout out, what up with the KL504? Appreciate you checking in. Y'all click the like button, click the subscribe button. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I appreciate them so much. Yeah, Bread and Circus, I was right. He said, I'm good. Thank you, sir. All right, please leave your comments in the comment section. Make sure they're complete thoughts. Thank you so much. Y'all guys have a good night. I love y'all. Peace. And I am out. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Good show. I feel good. I feel good by myself. Appreciate
like
y'all.
this.
Thank y'all so much. Yeah, buddy. Shout out to everybody that supported the show. I love y'all. Peace. And I'm out.
I want you to check me out. And I want you to
I
check
want y'all
me
to
out.
check me out.
It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the
That's right.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel, you know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe.